Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Fendi bag, Prada bag, Louis bag, Gucci bag, Gucci bag, Birkin bag, Chanel bag.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Sabrina, Jasmine. I'm back with another video. So a few weeks ago I asked you guys on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, it'll be right here. But make sure you guys also go click the link down below for my Instagram. So basically, I asked you guys what you wanted to see on my channel because I have a really hard time coming up with content for you guys. I have a few videos that I want to do, and they are going to come out this week. Sorry, not this week, but another video will be coming out this week. But I have a few other videos and a few more events that I'm going to be vlogging, and so it's going to get more interesting. School's starting up, so I got a few videos for that. You know, videos are coming, guys, so make sure you guys click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you are aware of what videos are coming out. You know, make sure you go follow my Instagram also, because I will be posting what videos I did post and stuff like that. Guys, it's super hot. My fan don't work, and it's just a hot mess. So today is a story time of the time when I got in a car accident. So the reason why I'm telling the story is because it ties in to my first story time of me telling you guys that I have epilepsy, which was a really hard story for me to tell. As you guys can tell in the video, I started crying. Wait, you guys just need to go watch it if you haven't watched it. This video kind of ties into that video. So in 2016, I got my license. So I was 18, I got my license for my birthday. 2016, I got my license, and you know, I was super excited. I got my new car. Like, it was just amazing. You know, your girl was excited. I got a new car. I got my license. You know, these things were just happening, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm 18, woo. So basically, it was one day, you know, I wasn't feeling good this day. When I say I wasn't feeling good, I mean I had anxiety. Not anxiety, but before I get anxiety, you know, I get a little anxious. My hands start sweating a lot, and it's kind of just, when that happens, it's kind of a sign that just says I need to chill. Basically, I've been doing too much, and now it's all getting to me. Now I gotta chill. So with that being said, I wasn't really feeling good, but you know, I had things to do that day, basically. So I kind of pushed it down and was like, I got this. You know, I know that I have anxiety. I hadn't got a panic attack yet, but I was kind of like, you know, I know I feel it. Let's just push it down. I got this. So my dad came home from work, and he goes, hey Sabrina, we gotta go pick up your mom's car. My mom's car was in the dealership. He was getting it like fixed, and so I was like, okay, cool. He's like, so I'll drive your car, and then you'll drive back, and I'll drive your mom's car and you drive your car, whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, let's go. So I got ready. We started heading out. You know, mind you, this whole like hour, 2 hours before, I was feeling good. You know, I got it under control. I was good. And so we drive over there. It was in Carlsbad, so we drive to Carlsbad. We drive over there to the dealership, and I'm still feeling good, you know. I'm chilling. I was good. So we drive over there, and I was driving back, and as I'm driving back, you know, the guy that I was dating at the time was like, come over, you know, let's hang out. And I was like, okay, cool, like, whatever, you know, got my own whip. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come over, you know, okay. So I'm driving, and, or no, I texted him. Guys, don't text and drive. I wasn't texting and driving, I was at a stop sign. Texted him, I said, hey dad, I'm going to my boyfriend's house. I'm not going to say his name, but I told him I was going to my boyfriend's house at the time. So he was like, okay, cool, whatever. And so I was driving towards his house, and I was just driving, chilling. I wasn't feeling anything. I was cool. Just chilling. So I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a shortcut because I didn't want to drive on the freeway. So I get off an exit, and I'm driving. There's like, I don't know, there's just a road that takes you to his house. So I was on the road, I was chilling, I was driving, listening to music, and all of a sudden, I was at a stop sign, and I started getting anxious again. And I was like, great. But I think I got this. I'm good. So at this point, I've learned how to, talk myself down. Like, you're good, Sabrina, just keep driving. You're good. Just wait till you get to his house, you can relax, you'll be good. So I was driving, and then I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel anxious, my hands started sweating, but you're good, Sabrina, you're good. You don't need to go home, you're good. I was good. So I started driving again, and all of a sudden, I feel like I'm gonna get an anxiety attack or a panic attack. And I was like, oh God, like, I'm driving. So, I pull over, and on this road, one side, when you say I'm driving, this side had the freeway, and this side had houses. So I didn't want to pull over on that side because I didn't want to be close to the freeway. So on the left side, there's like if you drive, there's like I wouldn't say it's a lane, but it's like, it's just something there that if you want to turn, you can pull over in there and you can make a turn. So I pull over in there, and I put my car on park. I don't know what told me to put my car in park, but I put my car in park. And I'm still in the front seat, the car's still on, and so I was relaxed, I had my foot on the brake. I put my car in park, and I'm in the middle lane. My foot is on the brake, and basically what happened, I got a panic attack, right? And I black out. I just completely black out. After I got a panic attack, that's all I remember. And after that, I woke up. Because when I get a panic attack, guys, I'm going to explain it to you. When I get a panic attack, and the reason why I went over into the middle lane and I put my car in park was, I get a panic attack, and I kind of like, I don't hear anything, but I'm still seeing stuff. Like, I still see you. I still know where I'm at. But my sound in my ears just goes off. Like, shuts down. Like, I can't hear anything. My body kind of tenses up, but it's not like super intense. I just kind of tense up, like it gets tense, and then I just lose my hearing. So that's what I thought was going to happen. So I was good. I was like, if I put my car in park and I put my foot on the brake still, and I'm in the middle lane, if I get a panic attack, I should be good. So, and the reason why I pulled over to that middle lane, I didn't get off and like go park, was because I felt it right away. I didn't want to, something to happen. That was my thought. Like, just pull over, and I didn't want to pull over, like I said, on that side because there was a highway, so I was like, I'm just gonna go over here at the freeway, whatever. So I blacked out, and the next thing you know, I'm laying down, and I open my eyes, and two guys are looking at me. And I realize they're paramedics. And so I wake up, and I see two fine paramedics looking at me, and I freak out. Because I'm like, where am I? Why am I here? And so I wake up and I start freaking out, and they're like, Sabrina, relax. What? Relax. And I'm like confused. I'm freaking out because I'm in the ambulance, and I'm freaking out because they're telling me to calm down. And I was like, what? Why? What's going on? Like, what? And so they're talking to me, and I'm kind of still like blanked out because I'm so confused. And then they tell me, you got in a car accident and you had a seizure. You can imagine how confused I was after that. I literally did not know what happened. At this point, I started bawling my eyes out. So basically what happens, I'm in the ambulance, I'm going to the hospital. Luckily, the hospital where I was at was literally down the street from where my car accident was. So I didn't have to drive all the way to, they didn't have to drive me far, it was literally right there. Which was a coincidence, not, like, it just, the hospital just happened to be right there. So, I'm literally bawling my eyes out. I don't know what happened. Last I remembered, I was getting an anxiety attack with my car in park. And I wake up, I'm in an ambulance with two guys telling me to calm down and that I had a seizure. I'm crying, I'm confused. I literally was, in my head, I was literally like, I want my mom. I want my mom. Where's my parents at? So, I get to the hospital, they get me to the hospital. And I was still awake, but till this day, I don't remember how I got to the hospital bed. Literally. I don't remember how that happened. But I was awake. Unless I don't know. I get to the hospital. I'm in the hospital bed, like I said. And I call my mom. You know, the first person I had to call was my mom. So I called my mom. And I was like, wait guys, the whole thing was so funny because, well, it wasn't funny. But, kind of. What had happened was that night, my parents were gonna go on like all my aunts and uncles, well not all of them, but some of my aunts and uncles and my parents were gonna go to a concert and see Keith Sweat. Now, if you guys didn't tell, the 90s playlist, if you haven't go watch it, make sure you go click the link below. The 90s playlist, you see my mom loves Keith Sweat. This was her first time gonna ever go watch Keith Sweat. So I called them and I said, hey mom, I'm in the hospital, I got in a car accident. She was like, what? What do you mean? I said, I'm at the hospital. And she's like, what? Like, what do you mean? And so they're freaking out because they got a call that their daughter's got in a car accident. And I'm crying. And they were like, okay, we'll be right there. So I hung up. They get there. And, you know, I'm bawling my eyes out in the hospital bed. Like, I was by myself for a while. I was so confused. I was so exhausted. The nurses kept like checking me, kept checking up on me. They were like checking my blood pressure, checking my pulse, checking everything, making sure I was okay. And I was crying. I was confused. I was just worst experience ever, that you wake up and you're in the hospital. And so my parents get there, and my parents were all dressed up because, like I said, they were going to the Keith Sweat concert, so they were all dressed up. My mom was, her hair done, her makeup done, she was in a dress, she was in some heels. And when I called them, they were on the way to this Keith Sweat concert. They were driving on their way over there, so they had to get off, come back to the hospital. And they get there, and I'm bawling my eyes out. They get in the room. I'm gonna cry. Oh God. They get to the room. Oh gosh, I didn't want to cry. I didn't even think I was gonna cry. They get to the room, or like the little whatever thing that I was in. I guess it's a room. And literally my dad, whew, my makeup. My dad gets there My dad was the first person I saw. My dad gets in the room. My mom's following him. My dad literally gets there. Oh, God. My dad's crying. And I've never seen my dad so scared. They get there. My dad's crying. Like, he wasn't like bawling his eyes out like I am now, but my dad gets there, he's kind of tearing eyes, kind of scared, and he comes and hugs me. And I swear, you guys, I broke down. Literally how I am right now, I broke down. Oh my God. You go, hold on, I think I need a break. My dad gets there, my mom's behind him, and literally my dad just comes and rushes me and just hugs me like he never has before. Like, you could feel. Really? I just got my break. You could feel how scared he was. And at that point, I literally just broke down crying. One, I was already scared. And then my dad came and just like rushed me and hugged me, and then I was just like, oh my God, Dad, thank God you're here. And my mom hugs me too, and we're just hugging. And then my mom asked me, do you remember what happened? I was like, I got an anxiety attack, and I pulled over into the middle lane, and I put my car in brake, and then park, and then car in park. And she was like, no, you didn't. You didn't do that. And I was like, what do you mean I didn't do that? She's like, yeah, you didn't put your car on park. You put your emergency brake on. Well, basically what I had done, she told me, the paramedics told her all of this. You heard the story that I thought I did. This was the actual story that the paramedics told me. Told my mom. My mom told me. Basically what had happened was I pulled her into the middle lane. I put my emergency brake on. I had my foot on the brake. I got an anxiety attack, which led to my seizure. With my seizure, I got so tense, I was merging on to oncoming traffic. I put my foot on the gas pedal because I was so tense. Put my gas on the gas pedal. I merged onto oncoming traffic, and I basically went head on with a truck. When I went head on with that truck, I hit the car and I was still having a seizure. The lady that I hit called 911. And when she told me that, I went head on with a truck. I think it was. So I went head on with the truck. And so, actually, yeah, I'll put the pictures right here of how my car looked. So the first one that you saw was how my car looked outside. As you can tell, the bumper completely fell off. It was a mess. The inside is what you're gonna see after. And you can tell my airbag completely came out. So I'm told what happened, and again I started crying because I couldn't believe that I went head on with a truck and still made it. Not only did I make it, not only did I make it, the injuries that I had were completely minor. I had a few scratches on my arm because what they had said was I put my arm in front of me. My arm had a few scratches on my forearm. I had a sore neck. Sorry, I forgot a part. So as I'm being told that this happened after, I was like, wait, someone call my boyfriend. Because he still thinks I'm on my way to his house. So I called my boyfriend at the time and I was like, I got in a car accident on my way to your house. I had a seizure. I'm at the hospital. As soon as I told him that, he was like, I'm on my way. Hung up, drove to the hospital. It's a miracle that I went head on with the car. And the only thing that I came out with was a few scratches on my arm, a sore neck, sore body actually. The other lady walked away with a sore neck. I think her shoulder was injured. And I literally tell myself every time I tell this story. There was truly an angel with me that night, or that day. Because there's no way I went head on with that truck, and if there wasn't an angel with me, I could have made that. If you saw those pictures of my car, you know that it's a miracle that I walked away with a sore body and just some scratches on my arm. So, the doctors kept checking me, and they let me go that night. But I promise you, that day, that experience literally changed my life. Not for the worst. Oh God. Not for the worst. It actually changed my life for the best. My parents and me still joke because they were on the way to the concert and they couldn't make the concert. So that's kind of a joke. And the car accident alone is not. So I truly advise those that have anxiety, that have epilepsy, that have panic attacks, that even if you feel the slightest chance that you might get an anxiety attack, you might get a seizure, you just might, and you have a car, not to drive. Not only are you putting those that are driving, but you're putting yourself in danger. And I will never forget that. I got my license suspended. I had no car. I was depressed. After, I was scared to be in a car. I didn't want to drive. I mean, I couldn't drive, but I didn't want to drive even after I could. It's easy for people that have this issue just to put it down and think you can control it. Even if you can control it, don't drive. Because you don't want to take that chance. That just maybe you can make it to point A to point B. Because what if in the middle you get in a car accident and you end up in the hospital with worse injuries, not just minor scratches and body aches. I really didn't think I was gonna cry. That's the end of my story, guys. I thank you guys for always being here and always listening to my stories. For for always sending me encouraging messages, that always message me on Instagram and telling me how much of a supporter you guys are. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the ones that keep me going. You guys motivate me to want to keep making videos for you guys, so thank you. So I don't want to bring the energy down, so let me thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get a notification when your favorite girl right here uploads another video. Whew. We gotta get hype again because we cannot let this energy bring us down, alright? I appreciate you guys. I'm always looking forward to making videos for you guys. Make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so that way not only can you get a notification when I post another video, but you guys see when the next story time is. If you guys like these story times, make sure you guys like this video and comment down below. Comment down below what other videos you guys want me to do. DM me what kind of videos you guys want me to do. You guys, we're going to bring in as many videos as we can to end this summer off amazing. And that's the end of the story time. That's the end of this video. I'll see you next time in the next video. Love you guys.